What up, what up? It's Clumsy back with another Raw reaction. And, yeah, just a quick rundown of what happened to Raw, my quick thoughts, my quick reactions. Um, Pretty good Raw, to be honest. This was a pretty, in my opinion, it was a good Raw. A lot of tag team matches. Um, we have a new women's world champion. Well, let's get into it. First, they opened up the show with Damian Priest and Jey Uso promoting their Backlash match, and pretty much Damian says they were like they went out to a bar, and Jay was like, "We're next, we're next," and then Damian was like, "Yeah, you're right about one thing, um, I'm next." But yeah, so he said that to Jay. Jay came back with, um, "You're the leader of Judgment Day, but you're only the leader because Rhea had to give up her championship." And it was a good little burn. He's like, "So, that makes you Dom's bitch." It was a good line. Roasted him, got his ass. Jey Uso's good for that, man. He's a good roaster, man. I ain't gonna lie. JD tries to ambush though, and then Jay swerves, tries to kick him. JD moves out the way, and he ends up hitting Damian Priest right in the jaw. And as you could tell, or as you can guess, Damian Priest wasn't too happy about that. So, yeah, good way to promote their match at Backlash. And yeah, next up was DIY versus Awesome Truth, and I just love this little run that Awesome Truth's on right now for the world tag titles. But the match was for the world tag titles with DIY. And this was, I mean, in my opinion, this is one of the better Awesome Truth matches that I've seen. But I like this run they're on. I think it's a really good run. It was good at one point throughout the match to hear the Miz get cheered. They're just like, "Miz, Miz, Miz." So that felt good, man. I was like, you know what, my boy Miz deserves it. He's been doing this thing for a long time. But it had a bunch of good near falls. And DIY, I think they're gonna become tag team champions one day for sure. Yeah, the good match. The win goes to Awesome Truth with a truth crushing finale, and I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. It was enjoyable for a Monday night. Next up was Imperium. They came out, cut a little promo, Gunther, and then New Day came out and interrupted him. They go back and forth. They're roasting each other, going back and forth. New Day says some sus shit about clapping booty cheeks, but we'll just skip right over that. And it goes right into New Day versus Imperium. Yeah, second tag match of the night. We weren't done with the tag matches. But they're wrestling like they got something to prove. I don't know why. But it was good. It was a good win under New Day's belt. New Day wins. I feel like they needed it. They've been getting a little pooped on lately. But yeah, it was good. Gunther was at the ringside. He leaves, and as Vinci and Kaiser picking themselves up, as they get out the ring, Kaiser turns on Vinci. Oh man. Tosses him against the post so hard, like the little the ring screen glitches. Like that's how hard he threw him up against there. It was a good little touch. I liked it. And he just keeps whooping his ass until the officials come out. Does the same thing damn near he did to Kofi, and then he leaves him. And as he's leaving him on the ringside, he's walking out. He turns around and runs all the way right around the ring to hit him one more time. Same as he did to Kofi. Same exact thing. Runs back, kicks him in the face. Oh, man. Yeah. Cuts to a please Gunther, though, so I think this was planned by Gunther. But, damn. Vinci got done dusty. I mean, they were both in the match, so you can't just blame Vinci for losing. That's kind of fucked up, to be honest. But guess we'll see where this goes. Next up was Drew McIntyre bringing his ass down to the ring. Um, Gets in there, sits in the middle of the ring, cuts that like the CM Punk uh, pose, and he just goes in on the fans. They're going what? They're wetting him. He's just talking shit to him. He's like, if you kiss your cousin in the mouth, say what? And then people said what? And he's like, you sick fucks, pretty much. And then as he's going off, Sheamus comes out. I mean, Drew's just going off, blaming Punk, going off on just the world. And then Sheamus comes out. And it's like, bro, we've traveled the world together, and all I do is hear you complaining, pretty much. Like, pretty much, Drew's becoming everything that he hated. Yeah, and confronts him, says CM Punk kicked his arse. And what happened to, like, the Drew McIntyre, where they would have banger after banger after banger. And this is probably going to be one of the best quotes that Drew McIntyre has ever said. And he's like, yeah, we used to have banger after banger after banger, but then you went and got hurt, and now it's burger after burger after burger. Like, that was fucking cold. Got his ass. And then yeah, and that just Shinsuke comes out, and it goes right into a match with Sheamus and Shinsuke. Yeah, say what you want about Sheamus, but he still has it in the ring, man. He still has it. He still got it. Had a commercial in the middle, but they got back right into it, and it's good. It was some good false finishes. Shinsuke's, man, just job bait at this point. I feel like maybe they need to push him down to NXT or something, because he's not doing much up here. But yeah, Drew was out on the outside talking shit pretty much. But yeah, alright match. Sheamus shitting on Drew, Drew shitting on Sheamus, Drew shitting on the fans, Drew just shitting everywhere. Can't wait till we get that promo. Maybe it's leading to a Sheamus and Drew feud in the meantime. And then yeah, so next up, last week we seen Chad turn heel, and we got that ending shot of him having Sami Zayn in the ropes with the ankle lock. And yeah, this more serious Chad Gable. But anyway, he comes out, brings out Alpha Academy, and as they line up in the ring, he just shoots on all three of them. Calls Tozawa's dance dumb, calls Maxine a fucking dumb pretty, but a dumb as a box of rocks. Calls Otis the biggest disappointment ever. He just goes down the line and shits on all of them, and pretty much says, it's about me now, and y'all are gonna help me. And he tells Otis that you're gonna help me win the title no matter what. And he's like, and the crowd's like, no, and he's like, I got you. All right, yeah. So I like this new Serious Gable if it means that he's gonna be winning some matches. So, but they agree to help him, and hopefully Gable starts winning some matches, becomes really serious about what he has going on. Yeah. Next up, Andrade and Ricochet versus JD McDonough and Santos Escobar. Like I said, third tag match of the night. All three weren't bad, to be honest. They weren't bad. So, but yeah. So, some good spots. Not a bad overall match. Nothing too noteworthy. Dom was in a sling. I didn't know he even hurt himself, to be honest, but yeah, I figured that would be Dom, but they put Santos instead, because Dom was hurt. But after they win, after Andrade and Ricochet win, Priest comes out mad and beats down Andrade and Ricochet, and he tells the two Judgment Day boys that you don't need me. I mean, I don't need you. Y'all need me. So I think we're getting closer to that Judgment Day split. And then yeah, and now we get to the main event, the women's battle royale. But right before it, they cut to the back, and it's Kayla Braxton. I think that's her name. she's interviewing someone, and there's like commotion behind her, and it's Liv and Nia just like causing a big old scene, talking shit to each other. All these officials are holding them back. And then Becky grabs the mic from her and walks through the back, and she sees like different women, Maxine, and different people throughout as she's walking through, and she's just walking, and she gets to Gorilla. She turns to the camera, says some stuff, and then she comes out, boom, right to the crowd, and it was all one continuous shot from the moment that they started with the interviewer to the moment that Becky walks out of the gorilla position and walks out onto the stage. It was just one continuous shot, and they are shooting these main events for Raw like it's nobody's business. Because last week they had the Sami Zayn one, and that one was pretty good. I liked it. So, but yeah, let's get into the women's battle royale, and they had damn near the whole Raw's women's division out there. It's all it's all you could do. We got crazy after a minute with Becky ending up on the outside. Chelsea Green got eliminated, and she went psycho, beats her down, and puts her on the announce table. And I think Chelsea ends up on the announce table too at some point. But Nia ends up out the ring. She doesn't get eliminated, but she's out the ring, and she picks up Becky and puts her right through that announce table, like just bombs her right through. And they cut to commercial, come back, and they're like, we come back to a serious situation. Becky's still out, and pretty much they're trying to let you know that Becky's out of the match. And so it comes down to Liv and Nia. They knock everyone else out the ring. It's just Liv and Nia in the ring, and they're going at it. And somehow Becky gets back into the match, and so then it just ends up with those three, with a beat up Becky, and they just start going at it. Match goes on, and Becky and Liv team up, try to hit Nia with a suplex. She ends up suplexing both of them, and then they team up, and then they end up knocking Nia out of the ring. Nia gets eliminated, so now it's just Liv and Becky. They go at it for a while. They end up on the ring at the side of the ring apron, and it could go either way. It could have went either way. I mean, I kind of don't see Liv as a champion at this point more than I see Becky, but yeah, Becky wins, and we have a new women's world champion, Becky Lynch. But maybe this adds to Liv's revenge tour that she has going on, and yeah, I just wasn't expecting Becky to even be in the match. So for her to be in the match was a good surprise. She goes in the crowd and celebrates, and they end Raw with her in the crowd holding the championship up with fans celebrating. Overall, I thought this was a pretty strong Raw. I was gonna say, did they have any singles matches? They had Shinsuke and Sheamus. Other than that, they had one singles match and then tag team matches in the Battle Royale. But good Raw. Wasn't expecting Becky to walk out tonight with the championship, but yeah, I thought it was gonna come down to Nia or Liv. So pleasant surprise. Good Raw. Yeah. Let's see where we go with this. And it's been your boy Clumsy Uno. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all thinking, what y'all thought about this Raw, and I'll see y'all on Friday or in the live stream. Peace.